blow it up there. Do it again. C sharp. Now, picking it up. But now you're gonna go from nay to na 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 na. Ready? Na 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 na. C sharp. Na 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 na.
When I worked with BJ, there's a voice that obviously sings very, very high, and I'm going to continue to expand his range because he's singing R&B. The people he has to compete with are the greatest singers in the world, Brian McKnight, Stevie Wonder. Though I don't like to make singing a competition, the audience, a person's audience, inescapably sees every singer as a competitor. They say, well, I like this person better than that person. And so the better you are, the larger your audience. Well, one thing is that with BJ, one of the things that I wanted people to pay attention to is how speech level he was. He was talking. Right where he talks is where he's singing. Just at his mum, 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 not ma. You know, you don't have to pull up. You don't need to. It's just like talking. The vocal cords vibrate on a horizontal. The larynx doesn't need to come up higher to sing higher. It should stay neutral. Mum, 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 mum. It's a very easy process.
With brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Nice, and you finish with a great blues lick. Way to go, man. Good job. I want to shatter a myth. Most people think this is how much range I have. I can sing from here to here. No. There's ways to discover an extra muscle coordination that you have not been using that is as simple as speaking that will enable you to sing wildly, extravagantly above and beyond what you ever thought you could sing. And I find one person after another just repeatedly coming in 4 or 5 years of lessons before me, and the first lesson they find all of this range, and some of them said that they lost range as they studied because they become more encumbered. So I think a big myth of singing is that you have to hold yourself a certain way and that you have to be very proper when you talk and when you sing, and that becomes very tiring, even demonstrating that process, you know? I don't think people need to do that. I think singing should be as close as possible to the same sound that I'm talking to with. If I say hi, and I start to sustain a note, I say hi, I don't go hi, or hi, you know, I don't change that sound. I just hi, 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 and it sounds very honest, you know what I'm saying?
My greatest accomplishment, well, is learning the mix and the transition from mix into head voice. When I first got here, D above high C was a strain for me, so going from C, low C below, middle C, all the way up to F and G sharp above high C was the biggest accomplishment for me.
I think what I like about my program is that it's a systematic vocal training program. There are 17 lessons on 12 CDs with a book and this video, and it's because it's an audio and visual program predominantly, not a big thick book. People don't want to learn to sing from a book. I did a lot of market research and found out people said, just give me some audio information. I want to know what it should sound like. And so I went very distilled without being too wordy. The exercises progressively get more difficult. There are some exercises that I do not do well on my program because they are hard for me. I know that when I'm able to master them, you know, I will have mastered my voice. So on one hand, it's perfect for the beginner. On the other hand, the advanced person is really challenged by it. I have people with 9 Grammys who use the program, and they say that they're challenged. They said there's some exercises there that I can't yet do. People say, no, I know that guy. He's an amazing vocalist. Well, every single one of us have challenges. Michael Jordan never did shoot 100% from the free throw line. He's the best basketball player of all time. The best singers of all time still have things to work on. And yet the beginners have the same foundation. the push-ups are good for a professional weightlifter, or the average person who gets up in the morning and before he goes to the office, he jumps down and does push-ups. That's how my exercises are. They're easy. They're no-brainers. They're not rocket science. They're not this big clinical, technical, university, Ivy League, ivory tower type of methodology of singing.